Well, hello everybody. How are you doing? Nope, nope, don't play another one. Oh, and that's the wrong one. Oh, and I've ruined it. It's over. Stream is over. The intro was interrupted. How will we ever continue? Life will find a way. Life always kinds of finds a way. Anyway, I hope you're having a good, fun time. For those watching on YouTube, you know, our weather included a music video this time. I don't know why I'm gesturing back here. It's not here anymore, but you saw part of it. You know, we started with Alice in Chains singing Man in a Box because the Mimighouls are all in boxes. They're like mimics. So lyrically, at least the title had to do with that. Then we did Friends in Low Places by Worthy Kids, which doesn't have anything to do with Mimighouls, like, lyrically, but it's got that vibe. It's got that, like, sinister puppet vibe. Like, it's like, this person's evil, but not in, like, a realistic way, like in a goofy, cartoony way. And then Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al. Because I'm not gonna lie, when we started this climb, I thought it was a stupid thing to do. I thought it would not work. I thought we would be hard stuck in Diamond 4, especially going into, like, full power Ryzial Malice. And here we are in Master 3. So, you know, I missed Alice in Chains. You gotta show up early if you want the music. The post you put on YouTube doesn't work. What do you mean it doesn't work? I mean, you can't click on the link, but, like, you can copy and paste. Also, can you hear the ice cream truck outside, chat? Yes. It be like that sometimes. Is gray out? It should work? No? I don't know what you mean. Not me. You gotta turn your speakers up. Get the corn out of your ears, mister. Or missus. Or them. You know, we're open to all types around here. Let's see. Notifications. The Synchro Cup. We investigated possible cheating. Players who were found to have maliciously violated the rules have been removed from the rankings. Huh. I didn't hear anything about that. Also, I didn't know I thought the Synchro Cup was just like... I didn't think it was like an actual, like the DC Cup. I thought it was just a Synchro event. Interesting. Cheer for your champion. Yeah, we've got the new event page. Does that open in a thing? Ah, okay. Yeah, we got our champions, as always. I don't think I've looked at this last time. If you don't know, these are the people going into Worlds. Worlds is a team event. Title holders, of course, the Americans. We're number one. At least when it comes to playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I suppose. But someone had pointed this out to me. Let's see. Other than yourself, who are some duelists the champions are keeping an eye on? Tell us about your relationship with your teammates, yada yada. Please tell us if there are any limited or forbidden rules you would like to play within Yu-Gi-Oh! Please ban Max C and Mulcharmy Fuelos. We salute you, World Championship Ryan! Who's T? Oh, here's Jesse Cotton. Jesse Cotton's in here. What card do you least like to go against? Max C. Close. And then Ray, what do we got? What card do you least want to go up against? Max C. Okay, so Ryan was the only one, but... Where was it? Was it in the Europe? The Snipe Hunters? Got Quantal, we got Joshua Schmidt, Emery. Please tell us something that made you happy recently. When Max C was semi-limited, what card do you want to go up against? Least likely to go up against, Max C. Was there any special rules you would like to play? I would like to play without Max C. We're long past the point. Well, I don't think it's never too late to like change your name to Maxi or start trying to pick up the hashtag ban Maxi, whether you're on Twitter or Blue Sky or just want to change your name to it or start putting it. But it's nice to see, if nothing else, there's some representation among the the elite players where even they're like, please, this card is a fucking headache. Quantal. They want to buy a house. Nope, nothing about Maxi there. Emery. Least card to go against. What? Are there any special Forbidden or limited rules you would like to play? I would like to play a balanced format. I would like to play Yu-Gi-Oh! If it... something decent, I'm looking at the Japanese team. They translated into English, that's good. They least like to go against Kashtira uniform. I'm happy with the current regulations. Why did you decide to form a team? They asked me to join their team. Glacius, thank you for the $1. Past OCG. Okay, so they want to play old formats too. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's at least someone in the Japanese team who also puts Maxi. I like to play one copy. Okay, so they want to play unlimited format. I'm a commentator and YouTuber, RJ. Is this the RJB0? Probably not. 2 versus 2, so they want a tag team mode. God War. 2v2, okay. I would like to play with full power Kashtira. Complete degenerate. We got Shiba Corp with Joey, the leader. But does Joey hate Maxi? Doesn't matter to me. Any format is fine. Maxi. Oh, this is Pac. I know Pac. Oh, this is the North America. Okay. Maxi mentioned. Maxi mentioned. Please ban Maxi. Thank you, Enzo. What do you want most right now that money can buy? A funny crab plushie. Oh, this is Judeo. I think. They've got a weird pound symbol. If you could choose one card to summon in real life, what would it be? Snowman Eater. I would call him Jerry. Huh. Interesting. Maxi. 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 If there's any limited forbidden rules you would like to play, a Shizu tier format, smile. Jude, weirdly enough, is a banned word. I see. I just want to play a little Shizu tier. Okay, here's the other Europe team. Bro Tidos. They least likely to go against Appaloosa. Time Wizard 2011. They don't like Paradise Smasher, makes sense. Maxi! Maxi! I should have a counter. I would like to see how Master Duel would be with Maxi banned, and at the same time, most of the combo decks being banned too. Otherwise, I believe they would profit too much from the Maxi ban. I'm glad. I don't know who Chris is. I gotta look him up. I gotta try to follow him. Oh, it's just their Master Duel account. Yeah, if someone knows who this is, they're the first person to just be like, just outright like, I would like to see the regular format just with Maxi banned and other cards and yeah, just say ban Maxi. Duelist Cup, Dreams Future. I think a draft format would be cool. And then they put a little asterisk to be like, this is what a draft format is. Paradise Smasher they hate. They would like to see best of 3. They want to go against Snake Eye Ash the least. Alright, we're not 0 for a million. The Duelist Cup players. Traditional format. The second person who wants to see traditional format. Oh, whoops. Brotdose is German and kind of rough to translate. Breedbox? Interesting. Another... Oh, wait, this is the person we already saw. Maxi is definitely one of the most frustrating cards to face. Unless you have a card to stop it, such as Ash Blossom, Called By, or Cross Out, you'll be in a tough spot, as it could stop 90% of decks without wasting a single card. I feel like it's completely unfair, and even if you're forced to go second, you have one less counter since you use your Ash Blossom to stop the opponent's combo. Thank you, Bernando! If anyone knows Bernando, give me their, like, Blue Sky. Give me their YouTube. I would like to see a format in which Appaloosa, Called by the Grave, Cross Out, Maxi are banned. Going first with access to the first 3 is unfair. As for Maxi, it is because of reasons I mentioned in one of my previous answers. 5 days ago, I got to the finals of the Rubik's Cube World Championship. Solving a 3x3 blindfolded. Nice. Maxi. A deck where we can only build decks of one type of monster and Tikaboo should be banned. Dawn of the final stream, yep. Maxi mentioned. They want to see Tengu Plant. Maxi mentioned. Maxi forbidden. Thank you. Everyone is sick of the bug. Maxi. They want to meet Moki Moki. What card do you least likely to go against? Inspector Boar. I can't. How do you get, like, enough points to do this and be like, you know what I'm really the most afraid of going up against in this meta? Inspector Boarder. You know, Malice, all the negates, none of the hand traps scare me. What scare me is stun. And not in, like, a one-of stun card. I haven't seen Inspector Boarder in, like, a year. Paradise Smasher. Yeah, they're like, I would least... I wonder if they filled these out a long time ago. But it's weird that they're like, I don't want to go up against the card that's now banned. There we go. There's someone who says Maxi. It is interesting to see almost all the like, a lot of the American players are like, I want to see a specific format from the past. Or I would like to see a more limited format where, like, you can only play with one type of monster or only play this. And a lot of the Japanese players seem to have a real soft spot for, like, unlimited or traditional. where they really, again, it just goes to like, I think the image of Yu-Gi-Oh! Over in Japan, and I could be wrong because obviously I don't live in Japan, I don't speak Japanese, but they seem to see it as like the silly card game. Like the card game that does all the extreme over-the-top crazy infinite nonsense. And I think that's why they don't like to ban stuff, because they're like, if we ban stuff, then we're just like Magic. And they don't seem to understand that, like, well, one, Magic is already an extremely silly game. If you see any, like, any people playing, like, Commander, like, any EDH is like, oh yeah, we're going to go infinite. I'm going to create, like, an infinite number of tokens and attack you for, like, infinity damage. It's crazy. They don't. I don't think that it's fair to be like, they don't take the games seriously. It sounds more like they just they have different expectations of what the game should be. Like they're the kind of person that like they're like, oh yeah, my opponent max-C'd me and I summoned all these things and they drew like 100 cards and then they hit me with Nibiru. And they would talk about that as like, yeah, that's part of the game. That's just exciting. You know, what other game is your opponent going to be able to draw like 20 cards? They at least want to go against Dimension Shifter. WCS rules. Max-C. Max-C. Again, though, you know, the Japanese, there are a couple Japanese players who were like, please ban Max-C. I do not like it. Any regulation where Thunder Dragon is the strongest deck. Rain up here just like, I don't care what the format's like, as long as you arrange it in such a way that Thunder Dragon is the best. Giant Cactar. And granted, I'm no expert, but I remember, what was it? Someone mentioned Giant Cactar, and then every Magic player's like, yeah, but that's like Zushin the Sleeping Giant. You know, it's like Jackpot 7. Like, it reads like crazy, but realistically, you're never going to be able to resolve that. Okay, so as people have hinted, and as people have said, and as I've outright said, today is the last Mimighoul stream. We have one more chance to try to get into Master. We will be doing that soon enough. Why do I have a exclamation mark? Oh, okay. I guess, whatever, it's gone now. I have an exclamation mark down here. Ah, new daily missions. Okay. But yeah, we have a let's see if I can do this. Am I giving anyone's information? No, I think we're fine. Give me 1 second. So before we get into this stream, I want to talk a little bit about next month. Well, first, let's talk a little bit about Masochist. If you don't know, I will be recording more Master Duel Masochist tomorrow, and we're having a special thing. Wow, people have really been talking about this. Yeah, so alright, Legos, it is time to pick a UR for the wheel. If you don't remember, Artifact Scythe was banned. We have one of those. And we set up the precedent that if, like, a card I have gets banned and I can decraft it, then I can decraft it for the full points and get one card of equivalent rarity. So I get one UR. But it wouldn't be Masochist if I could just pick whatever I wanted. There has to be a wheel. And I think the only way a wheel seems fair is if there's a whole bunch of shit on it. Like, yeah, you could put Fenrir on a wheel, but it has to be a wheel with like 40 options. It has to be incredibly unlikely that I pull it. So I have opened up a suggestion on the patrons only Discord. If you are a patron donating any amount, $1, $50, you can go here and suggest one UR card to go on, as long as it's not something someone has already suggested. And if you look on here, we've got some stuff. I mean, if need be, I will add some more on myself, but I'd really like it to be community driven. So if you have anything, you know, you could pick something really bad. I would prefer something that is like at least somewhat useful or somewhat playable, so it like spinning the wheel isn't a complete dead fart. Like some of these, like this Artifact Sanctum. This is a great example. Artifact Sanctum is still useful if I pull like an artifact. Without Scythe, it's kind of silly. But it's not like you're not giving me Zushin the Sleeping Giant, you know. You're not giving me what's it called? Like DD Jet Iron. Who said Sanctum? We just lost Scythe, yeah. Sacred Fire King Garunix. Like that would work in the Fire King deck. Mirror Jade. I do have one copy of Aluber. So we could theoretically make this, but it's probably not going to break things open. Runic Fountain. I have like 2 Runic cards. Super Polymerization. Like that would be a good board breaker if I had anything I could make with it. Rescue Hedgehog, another Rescue Rabbit, Jormungandr, Pankratops, Avatar Kirin, Vanquish Soul, Caesar Valius, SP Little Knight, Kashtira Fenrir, Time Thief Redoer, Called By, Black Rose, Draco Berserker, Inspector Border, Teardrop the Rika Queen, Foolish Burial, Transaction Rollback, Arleclino, Musical Sumo Dice Games. Ugh. You think presidents should be selected by spinning a wheel from now on? Couldn't be worse than what we have. I mean, there is a philosophical argument for picking our leaders at random, or at least from a thing. From a collection. Oh, one second. I forgot to do this. Let's see. Copy here. Edit. And then we post that there. There we go. Okay. Go back. We won't show everyone's votes right now, but in addition to that, the vote for next month's Ladder Climb is up. This one is not open to all patrons, just the $10 or higher patrons. But if you are a $10 or higher patron, or thinking about becoming one, here's everything that made it onto the list. Jirak, Ryziel, Speedroid, Memento, Valmonica, Fluffle/Frightfur, pardon me, Six Samurai, Sharks, Tachyon Galaxy, Battle Wasp, Gladiator Beast, Tenyi, Luna Light, Sky Striker, Fabled. Actually, Luna Light should not be on here. I don't know why. I messaged them and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do Luna Light because they're getting new support in like a month or 2. That list is terrible. I mean, I don't know what else. I mean, Ryziel's on here. I'm not sure what else. I've already played Crystron. No one wants to see Malice. I don't think even I want to see Malice. I hope bees win. Yeah, it's stuff that might actually work. But real quick, because we do have a thread where people are allowed to make arguments for why you should pick their choices. And I feel like most voters don't even look at this. They just like consider like based on whatever they have. So I'm like, we're on stream. Let's take a moment to go over this. As always, I do chime in. I help to make a case. But my case is, here's what prop I would get for every deck. Jirak, I'm gluing plastic dinosaurs to the top hat. Ryziel, we getting some kind of robot mask. Speedroid, it's just yo-yo hours. Memento, I already did Memento. I have the skull mask. We just bring that back. For Valmonica, we get a harmonica. I will learn to play the harmonica if we do that. At least a little bit. Fluffle. We get some kind of spooky doll. And maybe I'll, like, cut some scissors into it and make it all fucked up and, like, evil looking. 6 Samurai. Samurai helmet. Simple. Sharks. Shark fin. Tachyon. Space-themed sunglasses, so I could have, like, galaxy eyes. Maybe those exist. I'll see what I can find. Battle Wasp, I'm going to try to get some, like, little plastic or little fluffy bees, and then I'll tape them to the top hat. Gladiator Beast, I already got the horse mask, and I got the Centurion helmet. We just combine them together. We get double. And then Tenyi, I don't know, karate gi headband, possibly. I don't know what I would do for Sky Strikers. This was before Sky Striker was put there, or Fabled. Fabled, I just get like a cardboard cutout of Doug Zeef's face and wear that over my face. You get Miser's mask for Tachyon. I don't know who that is. Vote for the bees. Yeah, Cat Monarch says Valmonica uses pen skills but doesn't summon pendulum summon. Low to the ground playstyle for comparatively high disruption. Angel and Devil bits for the episode. Yeah, I got the 2 shoulders. Flexible combos and deck building. You get to play Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. All the support is here. Overall fun times and rather unique. Decent rogue deck. Uber says Sky Striker. It's one of the most popular archetypes and it's flexible. Plus it takes skill to pilot. It's not just memorizing lines. Doesn't Valmonica pendulum summon to make Baguska? Sometimes. Kumi says Speedroid. Really safe play starters that have options and don't use normal summon. Can use the pendulum mechanic but don't rely on it. New boss monster by itself is a crazy end board. Massive amounts of recursion. Imagine Joe with a Beyblade on his hat, waving around a rubber band gun. I'm not sure I would do that. Maybe I could get a Beyblade though. I could let it rip. Chat, would you like to see me let it rip on stream? Don't answer that, Ek. I got halfway through and I was like, oh, that's awful. No one clipped that. Slash, oh yeah, Ame is retiring from VTubing. Salute, brave soldier. I think a good send-off would be to pilot her favorite deck to master, which is Fluffles. Favorable fusion engine, powerful synergy, branded. And I think it'd be really cool to pilot as a way to say farewell. Yep, something. It is unfortunate. Ame's like, I'm having my farewell stream. I'm like, oh, neat, when? And she's like, today, at the exact same time as your stream. Like, no! I guess, what was it? To be fair, I thought it was going to be an hour earlier. I thought I'd be able to pop in first before stream, and then time zones. Frickin' time zones. Yeah, I I don't have anywhere to move it, unfortunately. If I canceled the stream, then I'd have to, like, cancel, Masochist, and I'd have to move a bunch of other stuff around, and, yeah. Just setting up for the legendary raid, possibly. Paradox says Tachyon. Cool space dragons. We get another redo of a previous ladder climb, even if only tangentially. Yeah, I mean, Galaxy Eyes was one of the biggest ladder climbs. It's like top 3. So being able to do it and actually have maybe a chance would be interesting. Or do it again and find out it's just as outpaced. Rank 8 plays for a variety of end boards, including OTKs with Galaxy Satellite, Neo Prime Photon, can be mixed with Horus Galaxy. Saying it can be mixed with Galaxy Photon is kind of silly because, you know, Tachyon is not an archetype by itself. It's going to have Galaxy Photons. But yeah, put it with Horus. Even Trickstar. I'm curious to see what Trickstar does in this. Funny counter trap from hand. Yeah. It negates everything in the chain. And we can get some, like, time or clock themed costumes. Fabled. Pro. Fabled. Non-linear combos that should make for unique and engaging to watch. Synergy with Fiendsmith. Oh yeah! That is a neat thing. Granted, we're playing a Fiendsmith this month, but Fabled Fabled is a whole archetype of light fiends. You're playing Lurie, like, natively. You're playing Fiendsmith, tracked just because it searches every card in your deck. Like, it's just Rhoda for Fabled. And it literally is, like, doesn't matter where they stop you, what happens, every single card in your deck makes Engraver. Or not Engraver. The Coffin, whatever its name is. What's the reason Ame stopped? No motivation anymore? I heard she's going back to college to get, like, some bigger degree. I don't know. I was going to ask her about it more today, but I didn't get to go. But anyway, Fabled are also edgy, sexy demons with cute little guys. I'm not sure if that's necessarily a pro. Maybe it's a pro for you all. I just think they're neat. I will say, of almost all the decks, I'm the most curious about Fabled because I have not seen I haven't played against, like, a single Fabled deck. They got the new support, like, in the most recent pack, and I just have zero idea what they do. I think they have a synchro that, like, steals monsters. Curious to see. Cons. Because of the good synergy with Fiendsmith, it's difficult to find any deck lists that are pure. Yeah, I mean, how would we make them? Props. Maybe one of those masquerade masks? Yeah, it looks like a lot of them make that, so we could do that. Chibi. Gladiator Beasts. Aside from correcting the end board, I don't know what else to say I did last month, so they've withstood the test of time to make it where they are today. Any hand that opens with the new Gestel along with Atorix is immediate full combo, with summoning Domitanus to insulate against Nib. Ending board of SP, 2 Dom, Herc, Claudius, the new boss that gives you a double battle phase. Flavian, which is an awesome new field spell, plus Charge or War Chariot, set from deck with 2 cards in hands. You get a big thing. Yeah, Gladiator Beast's big combo deck, but, like, we haven't played a big combo deck in a while. Who doesn't like a big combo deck from time to time? Especially when it's, like, a jank one. When it's, like, every once in a while you just get to, like, go to battle and, like, do shit. Uber, thank you for the 34 months. Aren't the Fabled monsters just cute? Where's the sexy? Look at the synchros. 6 Samurai. The only format where we have 3 Gateway. Huh. Is Gateway not at 3 in the OCG and TCG? Puts up an extremely strong going first board. Narrative of an old fan favorite deck trying to make a comeback. Joe in a samurai helmet. The theme is ripe for fun edits. Yeah, and that's another one where it's like, I haven't faced 6 Samurai. I don't know if you faced them in, like, the one event or whatever, but, like, I'm curious to figure out what they do. I heard it's not much. But if we're going to play an old combo deck, like, we have options. We could play 6 Sams or we could play Glad Beast. They also said B-Troopers. Uses engine and end board cards that no other deck uses. Yeah. And I suppose that's also true of, like, 6 Samurai, but, like, the 6 Samurai end board monsters are, like, a monster negate and a spell negate. The B-Trooper end board boss is, like, banish all cards from the field. The last Jonin. Uses fluid and non-linear combos that make it difficult to hand trap. Give members of several other insects archetypes a chance to shine. It can search Maxi, and it also has a unique in-archetype counter to Maxi. Yeah, like B-Trooper, the new ones, have a specific card that, like, negates if your opponent activates an insect card in their hand or something. Like, it specifically negates an insect. And it's like so it's like, you start your combo and you will have this in your hand as an extender, or you'll want to search it, and then if they activate Max C, you can negate it instead of using it as an extender. Hatsworth says, Jirak. The Bewest wave of dinos is Buist? Best Wave of Dinos is designed to be able to properly cheat out the old boss monster that nukes the board and then summons a tuner from the grave. It accomplishes this with its field spell and grave effect of their newest synchron, Jirak Asteros. Since you're destroying monsters, you inevitably have synergy with level 6 tuners for Transcendosaurus. You can use Asteros on board. Yeah, you're just explaining the combo. And there's a lot of Transcenderous stuff. Yada yada. The big thing, if you don't know about that, there's an old Jirak boss monster, which was just Black Rose, but like worse, because it required a lot more investment, and it just blows up all cards on the field, including itself. But now you can, like, summon it for free, like 3 times during your opponent's turn. So it's Explosions the archetype. One more thing to re-emphasize Six Samurai. Joe in a samurai helmet. This card can search Megalo into extra foolish burial. And with every oh yeah, Misk is at 3. So yeah, we read all that stuff. Now you have a better idea of like what each deck can possibly do if you're a $10 patron. If you'd like to vote, go ahead and vote. We actually doing Lunalight. I thought I did veto it. We'll see. You know, it's one of those things. If Lunalight just happens to get like every single vote and comes in first, I'll look and see if I can make something with it. But honestly, you know, I've done this before where it's like, I'll allow a deck in that I don't, or what was it? When I tell people that I'm going to veto it, it's not because like I do want to play it. I was going to be like, it's not because I don't want to play it. It is because I don't want to play it. But also, you should probably use your one suggestion for something that has a chance of winning. Because I'm not the only one who knows that, like, new Lunalight support that makes it meta is on the horizon. And I don't think hardly anyone would vote for Lunalight, knowing that, like, I might be forced into playing a whole month of old Lunalight, and then we get the support, and then no one wants to see the run back because I just played it the previous month without the new support. Is that the white and blue VTuber? Who? Ame? Who's graduating today? Yeah, Ame is graduating. People using... Okay, we don't use bots in here. I am, you know... Whenever you give a job to a robot, you take away that job from a person. If you have questions about the Discord, just ask me, and I will do the thing. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, patreon.com/hardleggaming. My Patreon, or my Discord, is locked to patrons only. It is behind a paywall, but it's like the smallest paywall ever. It's $1 a month if you just want to join. It basically just, it keeps kids and trolls out. You know, we've had a troll join before, and then it's like, well, we kicked them out. And then if they want to join again, they have to give me another $1, and honestly, it's usually not worth it. It's not worth it to keep paying me money just to try to join the Patreon and make new accounts. Didn't know that. Thanks, man. No problem. I watched you on YouTube. I think this is the first stream I've caught. Well, welcome. We're just doing some pre-dueling, talking about, like, channel stuff in general. What did the troll do? I don't even remember. I think they were just talking about, like... They were, like... They were trying to do that thing where, like, they heavily imply that there's, like, a Jewish conspiracy without outright saying it. And then they're like, what? I'm just asking questions. No, you're overreacting. You guys are being woke and rude. Have you been referencing Master of Puppets? Yes. That's really weird. Yeah. Will we continue on Fiendsmith Mimighoul? Yes, we will. Ah, I see. Yeah. It's funny because what was it? They showed up and they were immediately like on the sus list for acting very weird, but they weren't like outright trolling enough that I immediately banned them. And I actually tried to engage them in like conversation and talk, and they were around for like a month before we were finally like, okay, well, you're just trolling. And then they like, when they got kicked, they seemed like genuinely sad. They're like, can I stay? And I was like, no, you're clearly just doing this to like antagonize people. And if all you want to do is make people upset, what kind of life is that? And they left. And then like a year and a half later, I got a message from them where they were like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, getting kicked from your server was actually kind of like an epiphany for me. It was this big realization where it's like, you seemed like such a nice guy, and I even made you mad, so I reevaluated my life. And they're like, now I realized that I'm actually trans. And I was projecting a whole lot of anger onto other people, and I wanted to thank you for helping me realize that. They're like, I am proudly living as a woman now. I've joined the Democratic Socialists of America. And I kept expecting, like, you know, is this like a bit? Are you doing like a bit so that you could like make fun of something? And they're like I didn't say that out loud, but they never asked for anything. They never like tried to get back in. They just sent me that message and we chatted a little bit. And they're like, anyway, I'm gonna get back, but you have a nice day. It sounds like a troll. Like, if it was a troll, they didn't do anything like trolly with it. Unless the troll was like, you know, make me feel like I had an outsized impact on someone's life. Full 180. And that member's name was Albert Einstein. Haha. Yeah, it's like if they were a troll, what was the troll like? I made you feel better about kicking me out. Can you make lasagna? I'll give you leftovers for at least 3 days. What does that have to do with anything? I like to believe that message was like not meant, like they were in another chat and they opened the wrong window. My friend, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. Right-wing pipeline to trans socialist isn't too uncommon. There are many such cases of like people, especially like younger, who are like really acting out, who are really like trollish, who then come to regret their behavior and like do a complete 180 in one way or another. They now live rent-free. I hadn't thought about them until just now. I was just like, what was the only like successful troll? Pretty successful if you ask me. Sir, this is a Wendy's? Isn't that what happened to ContraPoints? Possibly. I actually don't know her, like, complete story or anything. Anyway, y'all ready to begin? I think that's everything we need to talk about. But yeah, that's just, if you want to join the Discord, join the Patreon at the $1 tier. Get it now while it's hot. Invite that member back in. I don't even remember their name. Because that was like years ago at this point. I think it might have been before the pandemic. You think we'll make it to Master 1? Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, fill up with cats in the chat. And welcome back, Legos, to the last and final stream, the Master Stream, one might say, because we are starting all the way in Master 3. I haven't played much in the intervening time, mostly because I kind of already consider this ladder climb a success. I forget if I said it last time, but I did not think Mimighouls would do this well. I thought they would stall out in Diamond 4. So the fact that we not only made it to Master, but have advanced a few ranks in Malice Ryziel format is just like an absolute shattering of my expectations. We are already good. But just because we're good doesn't mean But just because we've succeeded doesn't mean we don't reach for the stars. We are going to continue our journey onwards and see just how far we can take this deck. And of course, the deck hasn't changed, not only because I haven't played anything, but I mean, why would I change it? It's doing surprisingly well. This is a very effective list. I would be shocked if we ended up changing anything. The only thing we might change is like, maybe take out the Lancias if we stop running out of, there it is. Maybe take out the Lancias if we stop running into Malice, but that doesn't seem likely. So yeah, let's just jump in. Final day, see how it goes. Master to master. Let me get my notes. Stream 6. Dawn of Stream 6. I see so many lists put room at 1 and it makes me say, why? This card is broken. For the longest time, I ran it at 3, and if it weren't for the fact that, like, we absolutely need to hit, like, this or Maxi or the Charmy going first against Malice, then, like, I'd play it at 3. But even if I, like, wanted to make this as efficient as possible, I feel like, you know, this is kind of a grindy deck. Even when you do go first and you get the full combo, you don't automatically win a lot of times. You still have to do other stuff, and being able to have a second room you can search for follow-up is really good. It's also, as people are pointing out, a really good thing to search off of if you get Maxi'd first turn. You can search it, have something that maybe stalls, and then on turn 3, if you survive, you could search another one. First duel of the day, going first. That's what we like to see. $51 go firsts out of 104 duels. Not bad, not bad. Alright. So, we're just going to... Okay. Part of me wants to give them a fairy so that we don't get hit by Imperm. But we have this. But if they have, like, Max C Imperm, yeah, I think it's still good to, like, waste a fairy, essentially. Just give them that. Just another card on their side of the field. Summon. Give me a thing. Ash. Yeah, we have to cross out that. We will designate it. Assuming they don't also have Lancia. I have the Royal Ash! And that scared them. That scared them off. They're like, Royal, I'm out. It's so baffling to me. Like, yeah, I was gonna go full combo, but, like, you have Malice. Unless you're sitting on, like, called by... What would it have to be? Like, called by, Ash, Imperm? Even then, you've got one-card starters. Malice players when they don't go first. It feels almost like they're so used to if they don't stop the other Malice player going first, you just surrender. But like, don't let that carry over to non-Malice decks. The Mimighoul combo ain't that long. I wish I knew the words to the song, but I don't know it at all. But they're killing me softly with their song, killing me softly with their song. Maxi Mimigame achieved. Oh, they going for it. Or they're just setting a trap and passing. Set, trap, pass. Kick in some ass. It's fine because we've got like full combo plus extras. Oh, you're gonna max see me as well? Not in the standby. Okay, let's engraver. Consider yourself engraved. Lurry. Send off the lurry. Yeah, they just had their own maxi. You're lucky I didn't open triple tack. You'd be screwed, buddy. Attack position? Why not? Okay. Yeah, this has slightly more attack than you. In the extra monster zone. And we're just gonna get the field spell. And we'll go to attack. Okay, so we'll activate this. Oh, maybe I should have made Zeus. Yeah, I think we have to give him one more draw to set this up. Fuck. They crypt in my hearts. Shit. I mean, we probably did, right? I mean, we can do this. $1,000. Yeah, I think we just Zeus. We Zeus and we hope. We got a Book of Moon and we got a Book of Zeus. And they Nibiru'd. I love Maxi. At least it's got 3K. No, I'll just save that. If it wasn't for Maxi, the meta would be dominated by unfair combo decks, like Malice. And we all know that isn't true, right? Emperor Stove raiding with a party of 16. Welcome, Stove. How was your stream? Did you have a fun time? We were forced to play Yu-Gi-Oh! A tragedy. Interesting. Banishing a Malice from hand when you don't have room to summon one. Climb looks like it's going pretty well. Yeah, I mean, this specific duel is not going well, but... You know, we got Max Seed against Malice, and they drew into Ash Nibiru during the few things we tried to do. Thank you, Emperor Stove, for the 50 months. Hashtag ban Maxi. Yeah, the thing is, they have this Lingaribo which stops me from doing stuff, but at this point, they only have the one link zone, so they cannot link climb anymore unless they get rid of the Lingaribo. What do we book? Actually, hold up. Well. Yep, as soon as they resolve that from the hand, there's no point in playing anymore. Because if you don't know, if you're new or you're from Stove's chat, Dominus Impulse, negate something, and then, if you activated this from your hand, you could not activate the effects of Earth monsters for the rest of the duel. So they can no longer activate Earth monsters, which is a pity, because if you don't know what about Mimighoul, they're a bunch of Earth monsters, and their whole gimmick is giving themselves to your opponent and forcing them to flip them up, because their flip effects are bad. But if they use that, then the flip effects will no longer activate on their field, because they're not allowed to activate Earth monsters. Society if Mimighouls were dark. It would be nice. That is bad for you as the ghoul player? Yes. That pretty much, like, if they activate that, it doesn't just stop me there. It completely stops, like, me from being able to play the game, period. Or rather, it limits me so that the only thing I can activate is Fiendsmith, like the Fiendsmith half of my deck, which would be fine if they didn't, We talked about this before. Obviously, every once in a while, the Fiendsmiths, like, can do stuff, but the main advantage of the Fiendsmith deck is that it baits out their interaction. They get so focused in on stopping the Fiendsmith plays that they do not account for the fact that I have, Oh, is that how that works? Well, fuck. Well, now I'm boned. Spa! Summon? This last card is Solemn Judgment. God said, oh. Yep, now we just gotta see if they have anything else they can do. Yes, but I mean, obviously they can bring back Unicorn, but like... Ah. Well, I guess I'll wait to see if they have it. Yep. Look who it is, chat. 4 on the floor. Yep, unfortunately I drew my one Garnet, and I messed up the... Maybe I could have interacted that in a better way to play around Birth, but I'm not so sure. I feel like either way that would have gone... Okay, we get to go first. Unless, like, it's possible I activate the field spell and they activate the Birth there, and then I could get the free Alluri. Perulia. Yeah, might as well, right? And this is almost certainly Tenpai, right? Okay, so we activate this first. Because if they have Ash, why wouldn't you use it there? Be like, I ain't got none. Ah, okay. Do you also have Imperm? Valor. Yep. They're simply too much of a gamer for us. Yeah, maybe I should have just let the Perulia go, but then they just draw into more stuff. The fuck? Pendulum, perhaps? Beyond the pendulum. Yeah, I mean, we may not even see their full game plan. They might just be able to get enough on to kill us right here. They can still Electromite. Soul Blaze? Synchro Universe. Okay. Damn. It's weird. Are people playing? See, the big thing. The reason I played into that. And the reason I hit the, Perulia, because I thought the only deck that played that was Tempai. Yeah, this... this deck isn't even on that many hand traps. They just happen to have... What was it? It was Valor, Ash, Perulia. Drew every hand trap and a one-card starter. The one Valor. To be fair, if he had drawn either of the Imperms, I would have been just as dead. No, come on! We were doing so good last time. Don't make me rank down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay, high stakes battle. Not a great hand. I gotta believe. What is this? Callistor? Interesting name. Will they ash this? No? Okay. Many such cases. Yeah, we gotta do this. Here you go. Have a thing. Sorry, Lurie, you're gonna be pretty much useless here. Alright, okay. They got something they can activate. I'm hoping it's just like a Lancia. I hope it's just a Lancia and they don't actually have anything that does anything. Ooh. Happen to have the Ash in hand. Oh, okay. We don't rank down. Saved. Ryziel. Fiendsmith Ryziel. I missed it. You didn't miss much. They had Maxi, I had Ash. Alright, someone's having a better day than us. And they get to go foist too? What is it, their birthday? I mean... yeah, I might as well. Maxi, I've been a very good boy this year. Oh, they're allowing it. Hold up, we may have a chance. Oh, to be fair, if they had called by, they couldn't activate it because I already Lancied it. Or cross out. Does this hand lose to Detonator? Right now, yes. But I'm hoping they'll extend. Detonator pass. Kicking some ass. Baguska pass. I see, I see. That is actually a problem for us. We can do Fiendsmith here? How? If you had gotten Fairy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess we can still Fiendsmith here. My opponent controls more monsters than me. Maxi? No, no, no. I have the Royal Ash. Do we use the Archfiend or... no, yeah, we keep the... Summon. Moon of the Closed Heavens. Because Lacrima's negated. Ah. They don't know that. Check this out. Lacrima has an effect during the opponent's turn, but only if this is in the graveyard. Yeah, do we just get Engraver and hope? You can make Desiree. How can I make Desiree? Yeah, how do we get to Desiree? You don't play Necroquip. No, no, I don't. Why doesn't this increase the level? Yeah, if I had grabbed Fairy, I could have. Oh, and this just gets them to cross, doesn't it? Yeah, I was really hoping if I held off the chain that they would go all the way. Or that they would go up into like duo drive and then I could ash that. Might not be lethal. Yeah, but it might as well be. I guess I could draw triple tactics. Yeah, this is just game, right? Yeah. When does this activate again? Oh, they have to special summon a monster. Yup, exact. Yep, not draw the Fiendsmith trap challenge impossible. Even the chest is sad. When chests cry. Going first. Ooh, fancy. We got some stuff. We got some things. All right. Yeah, we have to normal summon this and give them a draw. Yeah, I would like that. I would like that to resolve, please. We'll go ahead and try the cross out. Royal Ash. Yeah. It just sucks that, like, doing this gives them, like, 2 cards. I guess I don't have to summon from the hand. Yeah, if we could give them Archfiend, we get the slime. Summon a monster, no. And then... yeah, we go for Thrust. Thrustin makes us feel good. Let's be tractful. Yeah, as it turns out, Perulia does actually hurt this deck a lot. This deck being Mimighouls. Now, I could, of course... make room get the field, and then we have room this field, or I could go full Fiendsmith combo. Yeah, you already have the trap. It's just the trap doesn't do as much without the floodgate. Yeah. This way, okay, yeah, we do this. We give them one more draw, but even if they have Nibiru, they're in a much worse position. So we do this, we get Fairy, and we give them one more draw. And then we do full Fiendsmith combo. Sequence. So then we sequence to get Desiree with you and you and you. Big Desiree. And I mean, we might as well. What day is it, chat? It's Agnum Day. No. We bring this back, and we get Desiree with the Agnum, with the sequence, and why not? All 3 links! Biggest Desiree! Set 1. You keep the Lacrima engraved for future reference. Good to know. Good to know. That's 6 negates. They get X'd. They can't target this with the Myria logic, but they can target the field spell. And you control no other face-up monsters. Okay. Yeah, we might as well do... no, actually, we wait. No, we don't use this, but we use this now. X, the everything Ryzeal. So we use room, and we put dragon to their side of the field. And then we flip this face down. Yeah. Then we do this. Flip up the dragon. Pop, pop. Yeah, I think at the risk, we go ahead and do this and hope it keeps them off of everything. They've got something they can activate. That's unsettling. They're all out of names now, I think. Yeah, I think we counted all of them, and they've already normal summoned. I think the best they can do at this point is like Baguska or Detonator, but I don't think either of those gets them out of this situation. Duo drive. Nice. I get this, and I guess they're just trying to draw into something good. Oh, they used the normal, but they haven't used the special summon. Desiree is lethal to us, is it? No! My only hope is they still think it does piercing. Oh, does it still do piercing? Yeah, they have it piercing because of that. You know what I need to do is draw. I need to draw right now. Why are you still doing stuff? I think he takes the damage. Let's hope he takes the damage. They don't know Desiree has piercing. Question mark? What? Okay. Probably time. SP. Did they SP? Plug-in. Oh, they shuffled it back. Yeah, we just want to try to get rid of one of the material, right? Yeah, okay, one second. We activate the dungeon. I don't care if they do it here. I dungeon. They detach. We Mimighoul room. Bounce the dungeon back. Fuck it, we do it, but that baits out everything. Desiree! Aw, damn, I was hoping I would get to select everything. The fucking field spell! Oh yeah, they get another material. Okay, now I just have to attack into this, right? Okay, now they can't detach anymore. Which means I'm free to just get this and put it back on Desiree. He big again. Summon. Activate. Maker? Yeah, we get Maker. Maker. Activate. We get the only two left. They get Fairy. Yeah, we just get Ghoul. We're Scooby-Doo in the Ghoul School over here. Yeah, we get this. This gets us another room. Yeah, we take the room. And then we give them the Archfiend. And we activate this. We'll detach to pop the cross and this 2000. Then we'll make fucking Zeus. Then we'll set this. Your move. They cannot make another Ixie. They do not have the room. Unless they want to flip some of this stuff up, I mean, you certainly could. Get Master and just flip Fairy. True. Utopic Ray Lancer. Yeah. That was not the fairy. Last card, Perulia. Yeah, what does this do again? Yeah, we just flip it. Do I even have anything left? I think it's just one of these. Yeah. One arch. Okay! We won! Ever so barely! Yeah, I still have no idea what I was... we were starting to run low on time. Plug apparently has some kind of effect on it. Good thing I didn't surrender. Target one Ixie or Ryzil that's banished. Special summon it. You can attach one. You cannot declare attacks for the rest of this turn except with rank 4 monsters. The fact that they used plug-in saved, they couldn't attack. See, chat, this is why I like Ryzeal. There's like a whole restriction on this card. Isn't that great? Isn't that fantastic? What duel number is this? Duel 111? That would be your loss in the TCG. Yeah, they ran out of time. Brrp. Take a chance on me if you got to pee. Tell me what you see. Take a chance on me. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Oh. Just YugiTuber problems, chat. I have too many gems. I can't collect any more gems. I just have too many. They're janky, but they're fun janky. Yeah. Give me a moment. I'm getting kind of hungry. Actually, do I microwave or do I air fry? Yeah, I'm just going to microwave some pizza real quick, chat. No, you know what? I'm going to air fry it. Give me a second. This will only take a moment to start. Then we'll do a duel. I'm going to get the air fryer heated up. We'll do one duel, just a single long duel, and then afterwards, we'll take a little break while I let it actually like heat up and cook and everything. I'll come back and eat. It'll be a fancy time. Okay, I thought that would be super quick. I guess it was still fast enough. Okay. We got 5 minutes for it to heat up. Since Agmande is on your side, if the enemy attacks for piercing with our Desiree, he takes the damage. But just if he attacks and does piercing. Interesting. So Co-Money says you can have a cap on gems, but you can go infinite in the negative because they patched an exploit. To be fair, the cap on gems is like they don't just say you can't get any more gems, right? Like they go to your box, and then you have like 90 days to use them. And I believe your box can hold like an infinite amount of gems. I guess we just get Fairy because we already have everything we want. Let's give our opponent an Archfiend. Let's normal summon Dragon. Let's grab a room. Get a room, you two. We are in a room. We'll lose some weight then. Yeah, I messed that up. I should have kept the, it's fine. It's fine, never punished. But yeah, I should have set something else over there. And then just save this so I could always, like, summon it. Summon a monster? Why, yes. I'll take the other fairy. I think this is the fullest of fullest combos, chat. I don't think we can get much fuller than this. In fact, we're going to have extra stuff that we can't even use. We're going to go to the ghoul school. We're going to get ourselves a second room. We're going to have twice as many rooms. And then we can get ourselves a throne. We'll activate the throne. Always detach the thing that's like a one of. That way, if they called by, they can't call by it and actually get any production off of it. What a day to meet the master. Yeah, we have exactly 2 Mimighouls to summon. And then, chat, because we went plus ultra, we could summon this, use these 2, make Moon of the Closed Heavens. So far, we've never gotten farther than this. Every time we've had this amount of combo, we get to about here, and then our opponent just surrenders. They've still got something, which makes me think Nibiru, which is unfortunate, because we cannot play around Nibiru. If they Nibiru, then after everything, we just end on Book of Moon plus Ash. Hello, Engraver. Yeah. Go into sequence. Yeah, and I mean, if we go into this, they just do it, so we just make Desiree anyway. Nothing to keep. Yeah, because the one thing we don't have is anything to deal with spell traps. And this does that. And we have learned from our mistake. Actually, I was like, we'll put it in defense mode. If they steal it, they can just put it in attack. Okay. This about as good of a hand as our deck can produce. We've got the Desiree. We've got this being able to flip up stuff. We've got the room that's a Book of Moon that can also give them a dragon to wipe their board. We've got the non-targeting bounce. Into the void. Yeah, I'll let them draw one. It is just Tempai, though. I'm 90% certain. Yeah, it's Sky Striker Tempai. Most likely. Sales ban. Declare one card name. Your opponent cannot activate it. Fiendsmith's Desiree. Yeah, like we could activate it, but then we'd lose it. And then we'd be playing into like triple tack. So, yeah, we just let it. Heavy Storm. Okay, we do this then. We don't get the Book of Moon. Red Reboot. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Set a designated card from the deck. You know, I don't think that I will, chat. Of course, that turns the... No, the Lacrima's not there anymore. Oh, why thank you. Oh, I could have set Fiendsmith in Paradise. Good point. I still haven't activated anything. If I do, and they have triple tack, yeah, I think we just have to let it go. Last card. I have saved the ash. Weep in sorrow, for there are no more lands left to conquer. Ida. Wait, I don't have a fire. I was like, oh, they can get a fire for themselves. Oh, wait, no! No, I fucking lose! Oh, wait, I don't? I don't lose. Do I lose? I think I lose. Huh. Yep, I just lose. Yeah, I thought they would make the princess and then princess bring back Genroku and then do the thing from there. You know what's messed up? Tenpai? They couldn't have done this if we put Desiree in defense. Yeah. Good point. Good point. I'm gonna go get my dinner. You guys can watch the rest of this. Dead. Our best board, ruined by dragons. Yep, the one-of sales ban actually worked wonders for them. Again, not that I could have set the Fiendsmith trap, but it wouldn't have worked because of that. If you had negated sales band, it would have changed nothing. Yeah. No, the big thing, right, that I was considering, I was like, maybe I should have used the throne to bounce the Mimighoul Master back so that they don't have another monster to link with. But I was worried I'd be playing into triple tack. And they did have one, but yeah, maybe it's better not to. But my thought process, right, was that, like, because of Ryziel, people are playing triple tack at 3, and the only link that I knew of that Tenpai goes into is, whatchamacallit, spheres. So I thought giving them the master wouldn't make much of a difference. But now that I know they have the ability to do that, like if I had just used the throne and bounced my own master, then they would have lost. Yeah, my pizza's gonna take 3 minutes to cook, and I don't want to start another duel because I don't want it to burn or whatever. So, we just got 3 minutes to chill, chat. Anything on your mind? Anything rattling around in the old noggin you'd like to discuss? With the info that wasn't, yeah. It's just, now that I know in the future. Because they would have had to have triple tack and Pydra. I like your hat, thanks. It's themed after the Mimighoul Master. I finished Dune Messiah, it was good. I keep thinking I should go back and read all the Dune books, but at the moment I'm still making my way. Well, at the moment I'm still focusing on Legend of Lefty, but in between that I've been working on reading Stormlight Archive. Do you ever play competitively? Does the Master Duel ladder count as competitively? Or do you mean, like, do I ever play a competitive deck? Like something more, more powerful than Mimighoul? Rage bait used to be believable. Okay, this song's been stuck in my head, chat. So you're gonna get it while I go to get my food. If you change your mind, take a chance. It's that like bass line that the guys sing in the background. Shit gets stuck on loop in my head sometimes. I hear like, oh, I just gotta take a chance. It's like, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, chance, take a chance, take a chance. Second favorite ABBA tune. What's your favorite? Joe, show us you drumming. Do I have any footage of me drumming? One second. Knowing me, knowing you. Uh-huh. I have an old video. I suppose I could show it on stream. Secret patrons only video from 2027. Potato quality. (2027) Yes, from 5 years in the future. To what year is it again? 2017, I should say. Unlisted. drumming for an actual band. I didn't realize you were this good. That ain't nothing. It's just like a simple rock song. But I can drum and sing at the same time. When did I stop doing a band? I think it was like 2019, because it was right before I moved, because I wasn't on the band after I moved. I quit to focus on YouTube. Especially because, like, yeah, we were on a stage, but all we ever played was, like, bars. I think the most I made was, like, $50 in one night. And that's barely worth the cost of, like, dragging fucking drums up there. I remember when you only showed your hands. I wonder... No, I think that was just me singing. I might have... That was... I remember this got brought up last time because I raided someone. And they, like, played, like, a clip from my stream, like, randomly. And it was, like, an old drumming stream. And I was like, oh, God, don't show those. Sounds about right. Low pay, too much work. It's not just that it was low pay and too much work. It was also that, like, I'm not sure if you noticed everyone else in that band. I was, like, by far the youngest person in the band. I was in, like, my early 30s, and I mostly played it with my dad. He was in a band with a bunch of guys, and their drummer quit, and they needed a drummer, and they asked if I could fill in. And I thought it would be a cool time to spend time with my dad. And, you know, it's fun to play live music. I like drumming, I like singing. But it was like a band that, like, by definition was not going to go anywhere because it was made exclusively of, like, old men in their 50s who had not, despite playing, like, guitar and singing for their entire life, had never written a single original song and had no aspirations to. They just wanted to go to a bar and get free beer and play music for their wives and be able to play, like, old songs that they liked. The Lightning Bolt drummer must be paid like shit despite Dream Genie being one of the best drum songs in the world. Sounds like my kind of band. No, I wrote, like, several... The other thing, too, that always, like, bothered me... Well... The one thing that always bothered me is that, like, again, these are, like, old guys who have been playing guitar for, like, literally as long as I've been alive. And they would go up on stage, and they would set up, like, music stands that had, like, the chords for the songs they were gonna play and, like, the lyrics. And I'd always be like, you guys should really learn to, like, memorize the songs, because we only had, like, 80 songs that we played, and they were almost all from, like, the 70s and 80s. So it's like, you've had, like, literally 20 years to memorize the lyrics to this song. Like, it was so weird, because again, I know I'm not a great drummer. Like, I'm good enough to, like, play on a band, I can sit in or whatever, but, like, I'm not professional level. I'm not, like, I haven't been, like, classically trained or anything. But even I was like, well, yeah, you memorize the songs. I don't think I've ever been to, like, a musical performance other than, like, an orchestra where the people needed music stands. But yeah, let me real quick. Let me see if I can find What would this be, like 2022 to 2023? And 2020 to 2023. I have no clips from that period of time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like trying to find where on Twitch these clips are visible. I guess I could sort by like oldest? No, they don't let you do that. Country version of the best Linkin Park songs. There's a group called Pickin' On that's just bluegrass covers of various different artists. And they have like 1 million albums. What's the difference between a clip and a moment? Oh, let's go look for just chatting. Drums, no. Yeah, I have no idea. If you can find like where there are clips of me playing, like I know they're on the YouTube or on the Twitch, because somehow that one person found them. But I don't know how they got there. Because I can't easily find them. Maybe they'd rather direct their efforts to something other else in their musicianship other than memorizing. I mean, like, if they were doing that, but they were like the greatest musicians ever, I could understand, but they also like were not. But yeah, real quick while I'm eating. I mentioned that, might as well pick that up. Pickin' on Linkin Park. Here you go. In a day or two. I turn into a teapot when that happens. Okay. Here we go. We found it, chat. That was a weird one. Yeah, this is my short-lived attempt to make the drum streams. Joe with hair, yeah. Back when I still tried to have hair. It was $1. You just posted a song and I played along with it 8-bit drummer style. Get Hardleg an actual bed. Oh yeah, I had a donation goal to try to get a mattress. Up until 2 years ago, Chad, I was just sleeping on a mattress, on the floor. Wow. That's awful. Yeah, I did like 2 whole streams where the audio sync was just bad and I didn't realize it and no one told me. That's the most guy thing I've ever heard. Yeah. What was it? Not only was it just a mattress on the floor, but it was the same mattress I had when I was a kid. Like, when I left home, I just brought that mattress with me. Can we donate to bring back the drums? They're up in the attic now. I don't know if I want to get that back out. Maybe. I don't know. I am trying different kinds of stream. The problem with the drum stream, like, here's the thing, chat. Even if I'm like, I'm going to go eat real quick, I'm going to play a song for 3 minutes, I lose like a fourth of the viewers. Like, we had 200 people and it dipped down to like 150. So if I was like, hey, let's do a stream of nothing but music, it quickly gets to like 10 people. In my experience, no one really wants to come to the music streams. Master Duel with a drum set. I probably could, but it wouldn't be worth it. Okay. Dinner is consumed. We're jumping back on the ladder. Back in the saddle again. Someone has all the luck. Why do bats suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. I believe viewership becomes undependable. Yeah. Carpenters. Yeah, here. I'm pretty sure we just lose this one when we got no hand traps. White Forest movie. Which one is it? It's in mouth sounds, I believe. Neil.
Some.
No, not that one. No, is it mouth silence? Do we have any board breakers in the deck? Yeah, we have triple tack. Pardon me. Okay. Fun little mashup, chat. We'll see if this gets caught by the YouTube ad bots. If it does, and you're watching this on YouTube and it suddenly cuts out, you know why.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair, of golden starlight in your eyes of blue.
Fun times, fun times. But yeah, we'll see. I guess there is an opportunity, chat, for those of you who are interested in drums. I heard that, actually, maybe I should go check this real quick. So there's a game called Yarg, which is not yet another Rock Band clone. I think. Yet another Rock Band GUI? Which is, it's just like a casual game. It's something that you not casual. You've got to like, you download it and you can get charts, but you have to like provide the music. Yet another rhythm game. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I played a little bit of that. I do like playing some Rock Band, Guitar Hero drums or whatever. But I'm in their Discord. Yeah, that was the thing. They sent a message where they're like, we'd like to apologize for inactivity and lack of communication for the last 6 months. We're extremely excited to announce multiple members of our core team have been working on a brand new project from the ground up with the newly formed Red Octane Games. Who are the people who I believe made the peripherals for like the original Guitar Hero, or they were involved with it. So we might finally be getting the like long-awaited like guitar/drum rhythm game for PC that has official charts where you don't have to like download stuff off of a Google Drive, off of a Discord. That instead of like, here's a disc with 60 songs, and if you want another 60, buy the other disc. No, they're not reverse compatible. What are you, stupid? What do you think, you just get stuff for free? Like, with the entire community has just been waiting for someone to make a Steam-like service where you could just download whatever. Hope they're not referring to Riffmaster. No idea. So this could be that. Yeah, let's just go ahead. You know, I had my thing earlier where I was like, hey, don't surrender automatically. They might be up to something. Maybe they brick. Maybe they don't go full combo. And I'm like, even from what I can see, they have 2 negates and a Book of Moon. Hand traps, who needs them? Hi, Lurie. Lose and we'll lose a rank. Yeah, I was worried about that. I said this last time. You know, people were like, you think you'll get into Master 1? I'm like, Master 3 is kind of the limit. And once again, we're hitting, it's like, we were almost 50-50 when it came to coin toss, and now we've lost 5 in a row. And the last 5 we've lost, we haven't drawn a single hand trap. We haven't even been bricked on the Lancias that we can't activate. They're just like, Ash, no. Imperm, no. Maxi, no. Charmy, no. But their name is Normal Summon Alistair, so maybe that's all they'll do. Alright, that's a good sign. Promising start. No, that's all 3, isn't it? Yep, Splash Mage, bring back, make Red Ransom grab the Field Spell get Dormouse go infinite. They couldn't even make this deck, like, pretend to have brick hands. Red Reboot was kind of pointless to play versus Malice, specifically for the Lingaribo. I'm not sure what you mean. Lingaribo can't negate Red Reboot. I mean, it's the rank down, so I think we have to at least try. Yeah, Lingaribo can't negate counter traps, but also, like, most boards, like 90%, 99% of Malice boards aren't ending on Lingaribo, you know? Like, they're not gonna make it, like, even if Lingaribo could negate traps, I don't think they'd be like, okay, we're gonna end on Appaloosa, plus all 3 traps, plus a way to make plus Terahertz with the thing in the graveyard, and Lingaribo, just in case of Red Reboot. At least no Appo. Yeah, that doesn't really... We're still playing into 2 banishes, maybe 3. Like, 3 banishes, plus an 8,000 that can negate everything in the battle phase, plus a spell trap negate, plus whatever they have in their 6-card hand. Like, going first and... Like, they go first, and not only does their 1 card get them a full board, but they draw enough cards so that they end with more than they started with. Whoever thought this was a good idea was just, like, dumb. There's no other way to put it. It's just, like, badly designed at its core. Yeah, so, like, GWC summons... Oh, not her. They have to have the other one. What is your loss rate against Malice? It's not terrible. But it relies, it's like, my loss rate when I go second and don't open Lancia or Maxi is like 100%. I don't think I've ever broken, like with any deck, like even with Crystron's, I don't think I've ever broken a full Malice board. I am uncertain if it's possible. Even if I did... I didn't do it and put on enough damage to kill them that turn. Wait, no. There was the one time I got triple tactics talent and I stole their Terahertz and attacked into them. It has happened. I've seen it. Okay, they can only destroy cards I control, so they can't use this to extend if they thought they could. Alright, they messed up. We might stand a chance. They do still have a double bounce, plus some traps. I think what we have to try to do is this. Okay, so we're going to special summon this to our side of the field. Do you want to try to dragon them? No. We're going to make fairy. Okay, there's both the bounce. But we got it out without really sacrificing much of anything. Yeah, let's see if they have an Ash. I'd rather have him use it on this. My hope was we could use both of them and make Fucko. And then attack in, because this is unaffected. We beat over the Dormouse. And then we make Zeus and wipe the field. Yeah, they banish that, and then they get the other trap. They set the trap directly. They can activate it this turn. If they banish this before I activate it, then we just add another one. That would be funny. Yeah, we gotta use the banish now, though. Oh, they're not. Okay. Droll. I love that they get 1,000,000 cards. A true gamer. Yeah, we're still going for this. The bird! It is the word. The banish is off because of Droll. Nice. Alright, Zeus resolves. So we can activate this. And they set triple tack, yeah. And we already used fairy. I think we saved the Typhon. We won. Probably not, because that's the other thing about Malice. It's not just that they're, like, really good at building a board, it's that they can do it every single turn. I basically, like, this has to draw me into exactly max C. And they need to, or Lancia, yeah. This has to draw me into exactly Maxi or Lancia, and they need to not have Called By or Ash or whatever. Either that, or they could play into fucking Zeus. Yeah, I don't know who it was who decided, like, you know what would be neat? What if there was a big combo deck that took 1,000,000 years to do its turn and made an unstoppable board, and also was great at the grind game? Like, the one weakness that combo decks have, the fact that if you break them, they can't recover, they're like, no, we gotta give them that too. Cryptora's game, yeah. I'm like, I can lock you out of their normal summon. And they're like, normal summon? What's that? Oh? You're getting rid of all of my cards. The thing about White Binder is you could banish from either graveyard, and so as soon as you banish it, you bring it back, and then you banish 3 from your graveyard, and you go +5. Oh, and you can set a trap. They flipped it up, chat. That ain't it. Okay, I do have one other potential, chat. What? You wouldn't. Don't be... Zeus Secret Effect! You fool! You absolute Schmeckledorf! Oh, I'm putting Engraver on this fucker. Thank you. I can't believe we won. Time limit win. Time limit win. They used their access code and forgot. We do not rank down. Not yet. We're still in this. Although we still haven't won a coin toss in like 7 coin tosses. Ops wanted some initiative. I blew up their entire quadrant. Ah. I see. Well, you know, chat, Red Eye's Dragoon is difficult to deal with, but if you hard activate the fusion, you can't summon any more monsters, so that's all I have to deal with. I think I can out-Dragoon pass. But the Fiendsmith half of the engine has to resolve, because none of the... Yeah, none of the other things can deal with it. So... I mean... There's a chance they negate this. You control more monsters than me. They're like, what fresh hell is this? Oh, okay. Wait, does this have a graveyard effect? No. Okay, so they use their one negate on slime. That's good. That means we can actually do Mimighoul stuff. Let's get the Maker. Let's go 21, 21, 21. They get the dragon, we get the Archfiend. We go ahead and summon the Archfiend. Flip it up just so we get the dragon. Dimensional barrier. Ixie monsters. That is unfortunate. They are not destroyed. Don't tell... Do I have Underworld Goddess, please? Please? No. Like, okay, I'll make links then. Aw, you son of a bitch! Yep, you can't cross out the cross out. I think I could still do this, though, just with all the stuff I have. Because I can use these two to make Moon. Moon goes into Requiem. Requiem still goes into... Yeah, we still get the Lacrima, just for having another name. Lacrima sends the other one, so we retain one. Do we even use this, so we just save it? So we won't revive? Yeah, we don't need to revive. But we sequence, we make it, we Agman Day, we get back, we go to 7,000. Unless that last card is exactly Valor. We make Desiree by shuffling back one of these, one of these. Oh, and we want to keep that, and then we have the access to the trap. So we Desiree, we go into Agman Day. There's a chance they have Nibiru, and then they get a very big token. Or we get the very big token. But that still gets rid of the Dragoon. 46. $58. Oh, that turns off the Lacrima. I wanted the 7,000, okay? I wanted to feel big. I'm like Tom Hanks in his prime. And then we set 2. And then watch, the other card in their hand is the other engraver, and we could do the same to them. Okay. Yeah, like that's just it, right? Like you only got the 1 card. Oh, uh-oh. Well. Oh shit. Hold up. They might be able to do some shit, chat. Hollowed Azamina. That lets them get an Azamina or a Sinful Spoils. Use the Wanted. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, then they get 2. They activate this, chain the Sinful. Now they've turned 1 card into 2 cards. Any 1 card, so flipping something face down doesn't help. And now they have a negate. Wait. No, if I activate this and they negate it, then they lose. If I activate it and they don't negate it, I just flip it face down and then they send it for Diabellstar. Right now they have to send it for Diabellstar if they want to do something. They do get the draw. Set of Sinful Spoils, okay. One other face-up card, and they'll have at least 2. And then it's Ash, isn't it? I thought the war was over! Long time no see, boss. Don't worry, they'll run out of time. Yeah, everything is royal in this deck. This is the guy in 9,000 debt. How do they out it? If they have Underworld Goddess... Oh, buddy. I'm not sure if you meant to do that, but my spell trap zones are full. Oh, they're putting it in their own so they could summon it back. Son of a bitch. Oh. No negates with that. I'm pretty sure they'll get to a card in hand one way or another. Yup. They had it, chat. Yeah, we put Agman Day back, or we try to. Oh. Yeah, I wait. I think they have to link this off to try to do Fiendsmith combos, because this is still a light Fiend. So, they link that off for Requiem. Yeah, now we do this. Oh, Lacrima could have brought that back, I see. You play 2 Desirees. You make a forceful argument, chat. So they get Goon back. They do get to send the Engraver. And then, chat, we show them what it feels like when someone crosses out the Engraver! Fuck you, buddy! How does it feel? Which one did I send? Hopefully not that one. Okay, I don't get to choose yet. Yeah, I think we just put it engraved, the other one. Just like you, they could still get to full combo. Not quite, chat, not quite. They had 3 monsters, they would have been able to do it no matter what. But I can book the Desiree before they get a chance to equip anything to it. Yeah, like, Desiree doesn't have any negates until it's equipped. And now it won't be. The Master! Go to sleep. Just get one of these. Yeah, and then Master can't be destroyed as long as they have a face-down monster. They could make SP Banish. But like, I have Dragoon for I have the Dragoon. I have Mimighoul over here, and I also have like Engraver everything over here. End of the main phase? Yeah, go ahead. And I get to keep the Lacrima because they did not read. Now, of course, how do I get over this again? Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, we send back the Desiree. Can we target it since it's not fusion summoned? No. It's still untargetable. No. Let's do this now. Yeah, hold up, chat. Triple tack. What if we... I should have kept mine in the graveyard. Flamberge is probably the best here. They don't have anything. Here's what I'm thinking, chat. Triple tack. Take this. Flip it up. Make Agmonday. Oh, fuck. Normal summon. I thought Agmonday could just equip itself. Damn it! We had that, yeah. I thought all the other ones can just like equip. Yep, I just don't know the Fiendsmith stuff. Target one non-link fiend in your graveyard, special summon it and equip it. Okay. You can target a light fiend you control, equip it. Target a non-light, okay. You can revive Agmonday. It was their Agmonday. Were you not watching? If I linked it off, it would have just been dead. Damn. Yep, we're not completely doomed. Yeah, in this case, if they impermit us, it's fine. Because we have the fairy. Yeah, so they imperm this. Which means we just activate Fairy, because we already control one. Oh, or not. And that just turns our whole deck off while not playing into either of these. There's still a chance if they bricked. They didn't brick. I think we had that if no Ash. It depends if they had a normal summon. If they had a normal summon, they could just play through it. Because, yeah, we could have given them a Mimighoul and it would have stopped them from normal summoning, but they just flip it up. And because they've used the one card, it literally has no effect. They just flip it up and it doesn't cost them anything. Fuck it. So often I wait for Duo Drive and they always get the cross out. They took so long, I think this is all they have. Nope. Do you prefer playing Ryziel or Malice? Ryziel, and it's not even close. If I had, like, ashed a Malice card, and they had something else, and I had no other hand traps, you just surrender. Why? Click buttons turbo. Yeah, the thing I like about Ryziel is that I can play against Ryziel. You know? Like, with Malice, there is no winning. They're just as overtuned. I disagree. The thing about Ryziel is that all of their interaction is like, and not all of it, but 90% of their interaction is consolidated into a single card. You know, they're playing, if you can hit the detonator with like a kaiju or talents or imperm, like you've dealt with a lot of their stuff. Yeah, they can pop itself, and if they happen to have the plug-in, then they can bring it back and have it with that. But then it's like, yeah, it went down from like 3 or 4 material to 1. It's like, yeah, they've got Cross. Sometimes they've got the Trap. But a deck that ends on, like, 3 points of interaction... Like, don't get me wrong. There are some hands where, like, if they have a duo drive with 4 material and you don't have any way to deal with it, yeah, you're pretty much dead. Because that 1 point of interaction... I gotta say, it's the difference between, like, interactions and points of interaction. Because, like... What was it? Detonator is 1 point of interaction that has like 4 interactions on top of it. But because so many of those interactions are consolidated around 1 card, if you can take out that card, then you've dealt with most of the board. As opposed to Malice, where they're going to end with 5 cards on the field, and each one of those cards represents 1 interaction. And there's no way to get rid of all of them because, like, 2 of them are traps, and 2 of them are monsters, and 1 of them is in the graveyard, and 1 of them is in the hand. And that's just talking about the stuff that is, like, inherently in Malice. The fact that, as I've said many times, that they can, as they go through their combo, they will draw, like, 4 or 5 cards. So they'll end with a full board plus 6 cards in hand, which means the likelihood that they've drawn into Maxi, Ash, Imperm, whatchamacallit, the new one that I hate. Yeah. Let's see if I draw something good. Not really, but I'll at least play it through. Huh? We might be able to stop this. Engraver's cool because, like, then they use what? The one cross on it? Yeah. Let's make her. Okay. I guess they just wanted that out of their hand. Okay, we actually want to hope that they get the dragon here. I was like, wait, did I pick slime? I did. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna go for this. Ah! Yep, that cooks us. Hello, Crazy Jam. It's a wolf pack raid. I didn't know you were jamming the wolf pack. Ah, woo. Oh, giving him the dragon doesn't even do anything. I guess we still have to try. How are you? Hasn't been great. How's your stream? We get Zeus off? Maybe. Maybe. The thing is, no matter what they pick, I still get to have two monsters. Oh, unless they plug. Yeah, they really are just like activate detonator every time. Oh, that sucks. I thought, yeah, I have to choose a resolution, and if I don't control one. I was like, yeah, and then I can make whatchamacallit. I can make Typhon. Oh, it's Crystron? Okay. I mean, I probably can't beat Crystron with this hand. I don't know, it's weird. The Fiendsmith stuff was working surprisingly well before, but now it feels like all I really want is to have more hand traps. More hand traps and board breakers. I think your issue with Fiendsmith is user error at most times. I had one, Juan. One big misplay tonight that we're aware of. And that doesn't explain me going second with a whole bunch of hand traps. Like, how is this user error? Boom, boom. Should have drawn better, Joe. Yep. What was I thinking? Drawing cards that aren't playable. Opening Lacrima, pretty bad move. Core. They should have made whatchamacallit by now, right? Like Cyber Dragon Infinity? I feel like they messed up somewhere. Maybe they can still get to it. Yeah. Boom. 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 Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. I think we have to do this, chat. We have to activate Dragon and give it to him. This game will be the death of me. Summon. Hello. Goodbye. Think of all the money the YouTube video will get you. Why would you joke like that? We just gotta take it. We're taking the Maxi challenge, chat. Never mind. No, we could still do it. Agman Day by itself is FTK, right? It's not. Ah, I didn't know they had cluster. Can the trap get master from hand? Yeah, but I wouldn't want to. What? Why would you play Bestials in this format? Or is this so you can banish the Malice cards? Or do you want to get Ryziels out of the grave? Because that'll be really useful. Or you open to banish your own water monsters? To banish your own. They aren't playing Malice! They're playing Crystron. In case you didn't notice the fucking cluster. Branded Regained can be decent against Malice. I didn't notice that, but I just... You're not the only one who does it, but it's always weird when someone, like, comments mid-duel. Because I'm like, what have you been doing? Horse girls? No, I mean, I understand you might be just... It's like, you're distracted enough that you are not looking at the screen at all. So that you haven't seen any of the duels up to here. You haven't heard any of the commentary about Crystron's. You did not even look at the screen to see what was there. But you're not so distracted that you couldn't, oh, I needed to hit before that. Fucking Barone. But it's like, you're not so distracted that you can't type on there. Like, I could understand if you had, like, text-to-speech or something and you were just chatting. But typing takes effort. You mentioned, again, this is not picking on you in particular. This happens a lot. Where I'll be like narrating, it's like, they used this thing and it completely turned off all my Mimighoul effects and now I can't do anything. And then like 8 seconds later, someone will be like, activate the Mimighoul! Do it now! Quickly! You've got this, Joe! It's like, were you paying attention or weren't you? I'm a little confused. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Activate the Mimighoul now, Joe. You've got this. They had the ash the whole time. I might as well just get my gems. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Yeah, I was like, we did spend an hour yapping at the beginning, but like, I'm like, we're 10 minutes away from our time, but realistically, are we going to get into Diamond 2? Even? You could show, hey, fine, you want to see the shiny deck? There you go. They had a bunch of royals. A pile, I tell you what. Want to try pure again? Nah, we're at our time anyway. I'd honestly call. I think I'm going to go until I lose again. I want to see if I can get at least one more good, decent duel to go out on. Whale deck. Now we win a coin toss. They're like, okay, now that the stakes are gone, or now that there are no stakes, here you can win a coin toss. After you've been demoted. My arch nemesis player, so we meet again. Yeah, and we've learned that this actually hurts Mimighoul quite a bit. This is where they activate Max C. No? Okay. Okay, let's see if they have an Ash of their own. Real ashen hours. Droll? No. I guess they can droll in response to this, right? And then I get nothing. But they did not. Go, Lurry. Lurry summon. There's the Maxi. There's the Imperm. Yeah, I was like, we got D-ranked, but I want to try to at least get one. But every time I get hit by every time I get hit by Malice playing Maxi, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play this game anymore. All I've got is a Book of Moon and a Dream. My opponent's on 5 cards. Maybe they bricked. It seems unlikely, but maybe they did. You know what? Here, have an extra card. Maybe they'll flip it and it'll draw me into my Maxi, chat. At least it's Ryziel. Ryziel's a bit easier. I mean, assuming they don't have exactly Ash Blossom. Would you still even be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! If it wasn't your most popular stream game? Probably not, to be honest. Like, I think after, like, a year of playing with Maxi, I would have quit. Which is not to say, like, I hate this game. But I feel like the meta is often it's more annoying than it's worth. If I didn't have people watching, if I didn't have like an audience that cared, there wouldn't be much of a point. It makes an Ash out of you and me. I discovered you through your Maxi video. Brave soldier! Okay, and then we just hope they don't have Ash, right? They don't. Yeah, I think we give them this, actually. We give them this, we flip this down, and now if they want room, they have to flip one up. Hello, Diana Crown. How's it going? Or I guess they could make it in the extra monster zone. Never mind. Yeah, actually, that probably just wins them the game. Fuck, I should have gotten follow-up from my side and deck thinned a little bit more. Well, that helps. Potentially. Yeah, let's see if we can bait the cross with this. Requiem. Then we Requiem into Lacrima. Okay, there's the cross. So now we can summon Dragon, and they cannot negate unless they have Ash. But if they had Ash, they would have used it previously, right? Yeah, we get to make them meet their maker. What do you have, Droll? Okay, please, give me the Archfiend. I just want the Archfiend. Thank you. Ah, okay. So they're popping the dragon, and they did have Droll, they just didn't feel like using it then. Strange. Let's go Fairy. Do we just go fucko mode? Or, what is this? 2 monsters including a light fiend. Okay. Yeah, here's what we do, chat. We make throne. We activate throne. I should not have used the one girl. We summon the master. We make closed heavens. We make sequence. Activate sequence. Get Desiree. Then we make... Do I have another light fiend? I don't. No, this is fine. We won't be untargetable, but I think it still wins us the game. We go for these two. Agmonday. We activate the Desiree. We shuffle back to get rid of the detonator. They activate the detonator. Target the Agmonday. Day effect. Get the Desiree back. Oh ho ho! Desiree, go to battle. Yeah, we need to get rid of this. Then we... Oh, wait, I already... Fuck. Should have just left that. I already attacked a fusion. A fusion battled. What the heck was that? The Zeus caboose! End turn. Yeah, we do this now before they get to an Ixie. And we just hit this. And this. And sure. Oh, I see. Lancia through Effect Veiler gets them the X'd. Question mark? Oh, they're just done? Or is there something I don't know about? Oh, they need to not control. Gotcha. Yeah, you know what? We do this. Gets rid of the field permanently. Zeus is negated, but not dead. Oh, I thought that summoned one. Damn it! I think we should have Zeused on our turn. I think they would have gotten rid of it before then. Well, Lacrima's pretty good. Yeah, Detonator can protect itself. Yeah, we just send this, right? Then they have to special summon a monster, and they might not do that. I think we go for this. Yeah, they have lethal on board. Oh, why did I summon that? Oh, I guess I can beat over this. Yeah, and I can't make Typhon. We got a Paradise. Chat, we can only use Paradise if they special summon. How do you still have targets? Paradise. They have to special summon to Paradise. If I had sent it with the Lacrima, they have not special summoned since then, chat. I would not been able to activate it. Chat really does. I thought I like said that twice. It was like Paradise Act. I sat there and I read it and I'm like, oh, they have to special summon. They have exact game on board now. If they draw any monster, all they have to do is normal summon, and I'll never be able to do Paradise. And everyone was like, Paradise, Paradise, you could get Paradise. It's like, that doesn't do anything. That's also why you couldn't Typhon, yeah. So, no Paradise then? Not this time. No, I think we're just done. This game is only making me salty. It's fine. That means I have time to go visit Ame before the end of her stream. I think. But Master 1, yeah. Revive Agram, yeah. You could have revived Agram with Lacrima. Yeah, but like I only had two choices. I had Agmonde or I had Desiree. If I shuffle back the Desiree, like yeah, then I could Lacrima summon the I could Lacrima summon the Agmonde, and then the Agmonde doesn't have a target. I equip to Lacrima, but doesn't have enough damage to win the game. All you have to do is summon Ryziel through Bestial Pizza Hut. Don't revive Engraver. But then they just attacked me for game. Like I was if I didn't put up a defense, I died, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't have enough. You could have revived Agmonde, yeah. With Lacrima for defense. Lacrima was attack because I normal summoned her. One more game will make us feel better. That's what I thought when we did this one, and it did not. Yeah, they hit the Requiem with Called by the Grave. I think that was what did us in. But anyway, I'm going to get going for now. Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed despite the saltiness. Sometime the game just been like that. Just be like that. Tomorrow we are playing Master Duel Masochist, so you know. Go check that out. Yeah, I can't think what else. There's other stuff going on. Either way, I'm going to send you over to Raid Asagi Ame. Everyone have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow or I'll see you next week. We'll be figuring out what deck then. Until then, good luck, have fun, yada yada. I should probably type the raid thing.